Hope you're all doing well. So today I'm here looking at the Eventide Blackhole reverb, which I've got here on my desk. Basically it's a standalone reverb pedal. A lot of you would be familiar with the H9 stuff, which is basically where this Blackhole reverb comes from. As far as I know, the Blackhole algorithm has been around for a while. For me, I've never used any of the H9 or Eventide stuff before, and I was looking for a reverb pedal, and this kind of is pretty much exactly all I need for what I do. I was tossing up between the big sky and there's the new night sky. I even considered getting the H9, but as someone who uses a lot of multi-effects, I kind of didn't need all those other things. And yeah, this one simple pedal is pretty much what I was looking for. Basically every dial on here has two functions. You just press this button up here on the top right and it goes red like so. When it's in that second red mode, you can adjust those second parameters which are written underneath there. I just wanted something simple, so I've used obviously reverbs and things in the GT1000 core and in my Headrush pedal board, and they all sound great, but like some video games that are just open world, sometimes you can get a little bit lost and there's just too much option and too much to think about. I wanted something simple and straight to the point. Now with this one, how it's set up is you've got your top 5 presets. You can do up to, if you just have a look here, 127 presets, and that's pretty cool. You can only cycle through 5 on the pedal itself. It does have full MIDI capability. I did set it up earlier with the MIDI clock running out of the GT into the Blackhole. Worked great, but realistically 5 for me, that's all I need. All of the dials can adjust all of the functions that are involved in this pedal, but the software edit is where it's at really. As you can see, this top section here, this relates to all of the knobs and the parameters on there, and the ones underneath are the sub parameters that you get from pressing that red button. Now down the side here, you've got all your presets, and basically, yeah, the top 5 are the ones that all I'm using. So I've named them DW and whatever. Actually, the best part about this pedal is that all of the names have like spacey names. We've got Halo, Afterglow, Andromeda, that's a bit fun, Nebula, Gamma, Hey Honey, I don't know what that one's about. I found a few that I really liked and just relabeled them, shuffled them around, and yeah, these top 5 are the ones that I go through. Well, first off, I'm playing through my new Gibson Les Paul Custom, which I'm still in love with. So that's that pickup, neck pickup. So I've got a little bit of room reverb in the GT. So cycle through here. You just press the freeze button, simple touch, and it cycles through, and then you pick the one you want. For functionality, like that's pretty easy. Rather than setting it up for MIDI, like it's only top 5 that I'm going to be using anyway, so that's perfect for me. So the first one I've got here, as you can see, is named DW Short. Basically taking the place of any of the reverbs in the GT, as opposed to that small amount of room that I've got. Cycle through, next one along, a little bit bigger. So this one was based off the Halo preset that I found. So it's very similar to the first one. I think I actually found the Halo and I just adjusted it ever so slightly and made it a bit shorter. This one's really cool for when I'm soloing. That's good, nice and big. It's really well with a little bit of Eric Johnson. I do a lot of really chill sort of function gigs, and I don't really like playing acoustic, so I like to bring my electric and just play some really chill vibes. here, that guy really sets the tone, sets the mood. It's really nice. Cycle to the next one. This is where the reverb pedal really starts to shine. I really like these bigger reverbs. That just goes for days, isn't that nice? Isn't it cool? Afterglow, that again was just a preset. I think I adjusted the pre-delay by a smidge and maybe the mix a little bit. I loved it, so that's in my top 5. I use that all the time, as you can hear in some of those examples I did. All right, next one in line, preset number 4 is called Andromeda. Again, this one was from just a preset that I found. I really liked it. Again, just adjusted the feedback and the delay and the mix just a smidge. Put a bit of chorus on there. It's awesome, I love it. So that one's a little bit shorter than the previous. It doesn't have that delay in there, and the feedback sort of just disappears a bit quicker. And last one in my top 5, Slipstream. Now you hear that sort of weird thing that the reverb does at the end? That is the gravity, so I'll play with that in a minute, but let's just have a listen to this one first. Chorus off. Yeah, cool. So the gravity for this, I don't quite understand, but from what I can gather, it sort of flips the tails. So if we turn it all the way to the bottom, it's pretty cool. Make it really big, bring up the lows, bring the highs down. Wow. Now this bottom section rate is kind of the modulation. Makes it really wobbly. To be quite honest, I don't know when I'd ever use that. Ooh, I actually like that. It's probably a bit big. Let's bring this gravity back up a little. Yeah, right. To be honest, I don't know if I ever use that gravity thing in that position very often. I really like it over that side. It's really, really nice. Now, if anyone of you are wondering, these little notches here, they look different on each one. Now, the reason for that is all of these parameters can be controlled by an expression pedal. And if you go into the system settings, go in here, you can change the mode through here. So you've blah, blah, blah. There are videos on there that Eventide have done. I would suggest checking those out. Now, the bypass mode is default to buffer. As soon as you turn it off in that position, the reverb cuts and is gone. I don't like that. I like my trails. This one here, when I turn it off, the trails still go through. So we'll look at a different one, bigger one. And off, and and they're still going through. So that's what I want with my reverbs. That's awesome. Kill drive, basically turn that on, and when you turn the reverb off, your dry signal is dead. MIDI channel, defaulted Omni. I just pressed 7 because I did. MIDI clock, I turned it on earlier for that thing I was talking about. And the knob catch-up mode, when it's on, from my understanding, you don't get that sort of movement of sound through each thing until it catches to the one it's up to. I don't quite get it. I've also got my Terra Echo pedal. Does that really weird thing. Let's turn it up a little. It's up pretty high there. Now I found I really like that combined with the two. The Terra Echo is a little bit more subtle in this example. Yeah, it sort of just adds a little more dimension to that reverb. I really like it. It's a lot of fun. So as you can see here, this knob says freeze. Now obviously I use that to cycle through my presets, but it also, if you hold it down, turns that knob on there, and when you want to play with a little bit of ambience, you can just do that. Play a chord, hit the freeze button, it's flashing there, and now I can do a little bit of soloing over top of that. Turn it off, simple press. There you go, cool. Now all the functions can be done on the pedal, but end of the day, the software editor just makes it so simple, so easy. Just jump on there. It's really easy to connect it and get yourself started. Now, the only thing I really would have liked is if these dials just had sort of numerical value. I think that would have made things a little bit less convoluted and less guesswork. But as I said at the start, end of the day, simple for me in this instance is definitely better. Obviously, you've got your pre-delay just here, which you can use to get out of the way of your guitar signal. But even with it turned all the way to the bottom, it still just tends to sit back. I don't know what it is. I love it. I'm so thrilled with it. I can only imagine what the other Eventide products are like. Just have a quick look here. So on that preset here, Halo, if we adjust the high, obviously that's that high sound. I'll turn the mix up a little bit. Bring it back down. Makes it a little bit darker. Let's boost the lows. Size. I love it. So good. Well, thanks for tuning in. That's pretty much how I'm going to be using it. More or less just to create some ambience on my looping rigs. I've got a lot of recordings coming up this year, and I can guarantee that this reverb's going to be making an appearance on all of those. Once again, thanks for tuning in. Stay rocking, guys. All the best.